Hello and welcome to Daily Current Affairs by Neo IAS. Today is 2nd August 2019 and the topic we are going to discuss is State Assessment and Accreditation Center SAAC, then Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade DPIIT, National Time Release Study, Kabil, Map Aided Program. We are continuing with the mountain passes of various states and the PQRS session. So coming to the first topic, State Assessment and Accreditation Center SAAC. So this is in news because the first state level accreditation agency in the country, they have started operating for higher education institutions. So the State Assessment and Accreditation Center, that's SAAC, it is the first state level accreditation agency. Okay, that has been the first thing coming first of its kind in the country, and it has started to operate in higher secondary educational institutions. So the activities of SAAC, which will be functioning under Kerala State Higher Education Council, that is KSHEC, will be coordinated by a 5-member academic advisory committee. It will be chaired by the vice chairman. Okay. So all the higher education institution, it will be required to seek accreditation by SAAC 6 years after their establishment or after 2 degree batches graduated, whichever is earlier. So it is regarding the accreditation of higher education institutions. Okay, so new colleges will have to apply for the assessment and accreditation prior to commencing their academic operation, and the agency, this will function in accordance with the core values that has been proposed by NAAC. NAAC is the country level thing, in addition to 3 state specific criteria, which include social inclusiveness, equity and excellence, and the step to foster scientific temper and secular outlook among the students. Okay. So CGPA score, I have to talk about CGPA score also. So it is a maximum institutional cumulative grade point average that has been given to a student, and this is fixed at 4 with the colleges that obtain a score between 3.51 to 4 getting an accreditation of A++ grade. Okay, and the lower range for the accreditation is 1.51 to 2, which is a C grade. So the highest will be A++ and the lowest will be C grade. So CGPA score will be calculated. Institution that secure CGPAs of 1.5 or lower will be denied with accreditation. Okay, this is a perfect method to actually understand the quality of a educational institution. Okay. So next is DPIIT. So this is in news because Guru Prasad Mohapatra, he is an IAS officer of 1986 batch. He assumed the charge of the office of secretary of DPIIT. That is why this is in news. So DPIIT is actually the changed name of DIPP, the DIP, under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Earlier it was Department of Industrial Promotion, Policy and Promotion. So the renamed body, it will also be in charge of 4 new responsibility. One is promotion of internal trade, then welfare of traders, also their employees, and matters related to facilitating ease of doing business, and also they will be handling startups, everything related to startups also. So the matters related to internal trade was earlier under the domain of Ministry of Consumer Affairs. Now the new responsibilities are in addition to the previous responsibility of DIPP relating to general industrial policy, administration of industries, industrial management, productivity in industry, and any matter related to e-commerce. So now everything comes under the Commerce and Industry Ministry. So the retail trade, it is conducted more than 5 crore business enterprises in the non-corporate sector, and it will also provide employment to 46 crore people, and which will contribute to 45% to the national GDP. Okay, so that's all you have to know about DPIIT. The next topic is National Time Release Study. So this is in news because there was a time release study and it is happening for the first time in India, and this is to enable the faster movement of cargo across the borders. So the Department of Revenue, which comes under Ministry of Finance, you will be responsible for this. So they are a part of this strategic commitment to improve global trade. Okay, so India is conducting the first survey between 1st and 7th August. So it already started. So the exercise, it will be institutionalized on annual basis during the same period every year from hereafter. Okay. So this is an internationally recognized tool advocated by World Customs Organization to measure the efficiency and effectiveness of the internal trade flow. So this initiative, it will bring or measure the rule-based and procedural touch points, bottlenecks in the clearance of goods from the time of arrival until it is being dispatched, or there is the physical release of the cargo. Okay, and the expected beneficiaries of this particular initiative will it will be the export oriented industries, then MSMEs. They will be enjoying the greatest standardization of Indian processes with comparable international standards. Okay, so this initiative will also help India maintain the ease of doing business standards, and particularly on trading across the borders. There are many indicators for this. So it will also measure the efficiency of cross-border trade ecosystem. So last year's India's rank was 146. It has been moved to 80. So this is a good improvement. So the exercise, it will be conducted at the same time across 15 ports, that is including sea, air, land, dry ports, which will accumulatively account for around 81% of the total bills of entries for import and 67% of the shipping for export. Okay, that is coming within India. And based on the results of this survey, the government agencies associated with this, all the cross-border trade, they will be able to diagnose the existing problems and what are all the barriers which is restricting the free flow of trade. Okay. So the next topic is Kabul. So Kabul is in news because the Ministry of Mines, along with the NALCO, HCL, MECL, they signed a joint venture to establish Kabul. Kabul means Khanish Bidesh India Limited. That is to supply to provide a consistent supply of critical and strategic minerals to Indian domestic market. Okay, so this would carry out identification, acquisition, exploration, then development, mining, processing of strategic minerals for the commercial use. Okay, and meeting the country's requirement for these minerals. So the new company will help in building partnership with other mineral rich countries like Australia or Africa, South America, and they'll tie up. Okay, so the equity participation between NALCO, HCL and MECL will be in the ratio of 40:30:40. This is not very important thing. You just have to know about it. What is Kabul about? That's all. So the strategic minerals, there was a study conducted by a think tank called as Council on Energy, Environment and Water. So they identified 12 minerals out of 49 which were evaluated as most critical for India's manufacturing sector by 2030. So this Kabul is targeting these strategic minerals. Okay. So some of them are beryllium, chromium, germanium, limestone, niobium, graphite, then rare earth. So I have given all the 12 here, please go through it. Okay, they are very critical because extractable resource could be scarce in future. Okay. Next is map aided program. So we are doing the mountain passes of Himachal Pradesh. Himachal Pradesh have many mountain passes. So we'll see one by one. So in today's class, we are dealing about 5 mountain passes. So we'll try to finish Himachal Pradesh in 3-4 classes. Okay. So the first pass is Rohtang Pass. It is one of the most famous passes of Himachal Pradesh. It will be connecting Kullu Valley to Lahul and Spiti. So this is around the height of 3,900 meters, and it is around 51 kilometers from Manali. Okay. The second pass is Kunsun Pass. Kunsun Pass is or Kunsumla Pass. It connects Lahul with Spiti Valley. Okay, so this is around an elevation of 4,500 or 4,600 meters above sea level. This is very high. Okay, then we have Baralachala Pass. Baralachala Pass, it is again at an elevation of 4,800 meters. So it will also connect Lahul and Spiti with the Ladakh region of Jammu and Kashmir. It will be on the Manali-Leh National Highway. So this pass is once considered as one of the most high altitude motorable pass in the world. It's very high. Okay. The fourth pass we are talking about is Hamta Pass. Hamta Pass, it again lies at an altitude of 4,200 or 200 to 300 meters. It is on the Pirpanchal ranges of Himalaya, and this connects Kullu to Lahul. Okay. Then the fifth pass we are talking about is Borasu Pass. It is again at an altitude of 5,400 meters high. That means it's very high, the highest of all. So this is again in the Himalaya mountains. It is connecting Uttarakhand and Himachal Pradesh. So these are the 5 passes in the state of Himachal Pradesh. Okay. Next is previous year question. So I will read out the question. You have to give me the answer in the comment section. Okay. So the annual range of temperature in the interior of the continents is high as compared to the coastal region. What are the reasons for it? One is thermal difference between land and water, variation in the altitude between continents and the ocean, presence of strong wind in the interior, heavy rains in the interior as compared to coast. So this is the question for today. I want you guys to go through the question very carefully and answer it in the comment box. Let's see the answer tomorrow. So that's all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the session. Thank you so much and good night.